Cosmic here, and welcome back to another Battle Spirits Saga video. If you want to learn how you can get a free, completely foiled out deck and sleeves, and also get some sweet prizes for your local game store, then this is the update that we all have been waiting for. So today, and I guess happy Friday, because this is going to be every Friday from now until launch probably, or I guess now until January when we get the real news. Bandai just updated their website to include some more details about what we can expect for support for the next 4 months. And the one I will add, like the small detail up front, is like I kind of wish they would have done a newer announcement on the website, because if you go to the website and you're just kind of like scrolling around, you're like, okay, well, this looks the same until you get it to about here. So we have the $1 million already established. We did a video on that, right? That's the $1 million in-season support that the game is going to have. But now they're also mentioning that there is going to be several launch events scheduled worldwide with a pricing of $350K. So we're getting close to 1.5 million. Like Bandai has no chill in how they're approaching this game. And I really want to stress 2 points here. One, while it's not the best for the health of the game, it is the best at gaining interest by having massive cash prizes. It gets a lot of players talking. It's very clickbait title worthy, right? The information is going to get out there because there is $1 million. It's just a good round number to throw out there. However, as most of us who are card game veterans will know, is that the local support that the store support that your LGS or local game store gets is really going to be the bread and butter in both building your community and making sure that the game lasts long term. So yes, there's some more good information here that this might be the April event that they were talking about. There's kind of a, wait for more information. We're kind of doing this as we get it. So more information will be available soon. Is this the April 28th event that we've all been talking about so far with 32 players capped? Is that going to be it? Is it going to be those 32 players per store playing for cash prizes? We don't know. I suspect that we're going to see someone like PPG or Core or Play TCG, who is clearly already connected with Bandai, Play TCG, that is, getting these larger events. So maybe there's going to be, I think they're based out of Texas, if I remember correctly. So there might be something in the South for the first like major event. But again, kind of just some speculation there in terms of like what to expect and what's, again, good from the game from a marketing standpoint, but really why I'm making this video and why I'm personally so excited. Like, look, I was already playing the game anyways, right? But I know what Bandai is capable from a local game store support scenario. We've had One Piece, we've had Digimon, and I've kind of watched the One Piece launch, right? Like I went to my events, I've covered that multiple times now, but I wasn't as happy with it, right? The 8-player limit on the super pre-releases was really awkward. It was this kind of this bloodbath for players to sign up. Stores didn't get the marketing until before the game was out in Japan. So like the entire launch window for One Piece is unfortunately a bit scuffed. And I'm going to be really curious to see how that develops in December when it launches. I think it was December 2nd or December 3rd, whatever that Friday is. And I'm sure the game will be fine long term, but I already have been hearing some stores who ordered 10 cases are only getting 1, but then some other stores who said, hey, we got 10 cases ordered. We are confirmed to get 10 cases. It's just whenever they got that pre-order in, right? So again, that's really why I'm stressing the importance of these and trying to get to your local game store, get them signed up and get them involved. So as I mentioned, you might have missed this if you're just kind of scrolling through the website, but then even more, we have our rules, we have our normal stuff. Okay, we have our product info. All this looks small, looks correct. And then just down here, just a little box, right? Like, oh, what's this? Could I skip over this pretty easily if I was a store? Absolutely. It's just buried in here. So I'm hoping, and again, I won't know until after I record this video because I'm gonna go talk to my home store tomorrow about setting up these events and working on some stuff behind the scenes. Hopefully Bandai is setting out marketing regarding this, because this is clearly not the best way to do it, other than obviously my own video, or if they have something coming out, who knows. But as of right now, Bandai has done no external marketing for this. Again, something might have been sent to stores, but the early adopter program is really the next step in why we should be excited for Battle Spirits Saga. So I'm not going to read through all of this, but the biggest things to take away from this, and again, I'll put a link in the comments so you can scroll through the site and have a direct link to it. And please, I can't encourage you strongly enough. The application period is, I'm recording this on the 4th. There is 13 days left to sign up for this. It is a very short window, but again, now that we know it's a short window because stuff is coming in January, that's a few weeks away, y'all. We're going to have real Battle Spirits Saga stuff in stores in just 2 months. That's crazy. absolutely crazy to me. So yes, I'll give you this link in the comments. Please spam it at your stores. Say, hey, this is what you make sure you don't miss out on this, because there is going to be an application process. And the other big note about this is they will have a store locator. I forget where it was. I confirmed it earlier. Yep, right there. There's also going to be a store locator on their official website. So hopefully, especially in Michigan, now we have we have 5 stores, I believe, that are already signed up for the April event. I'm actually in the process of getting 2 more to sign up. So Michigan is going to be looking very good for this game. I'm very excited for that. But obviously, there's more states. There's more people that hopefully will play this game and talk to their stores. But I would very much strongly encourage you to join the Discord. We do have some demo decks. I now have to use that word in air quotes, but some decks that you can print off to play the game and kind of teach some people. We did, Blaze and I recorded a video last night. It was very late, and there's a lot to take in, but hopefully tomorrow or Sunday we'll have a video out on that. And again, it's gonna be like the very first games I ever played. Obviously, Blaze has had a lot more experience with Battle Spirits, so it's interesting to see the 2 different dynamics come together, but that will be coming soon. So again, please talk to your stores, get them involved, make sure they sign up, and then it'll make it super, super, super easy for other locals to find your game store or other game stores in your area, so that you can all continue to enjoy and play this game. Now, the important thing beyond that is that you do have to have, there's no information, right? There's a required amount of product you have to order, which makes sense, but then also sign up for the April release. And again, that's just kind of like them ensuring like, hey, we want you to carry this product, because they are doing a ton of support. Like so knowing that One Piece, right, we had if you did the demo deck in person, you got a participation pack, like it was whatever, right? Like you went to Gen Con, you went to Anime Expo, you went to, there's a third one I forget now off the top of my head. It was very easy to get a participation pack or the promo pack that they were giving out, which weren't anything special in terms of like playability or anything, but it's still nice to have like those first cards in hand, right? Well, Bandai has come out and said, you know what, Battle Spirits is our biggest IP. And that's true. It is. If you look at anything to do with Battle Spirits in Japan, from Bandai's standpoint, you could talk about the millions of dollars that they're spending on Extreme Games, which is this like competitive circuit that they do and they broadcast. It's a very high production value. It's their 3v3 events, the special promos they do. Like there's so much that they invest into this IP in Japan, and it makes sense, right? It's been out for 15 years next year. So this is really, truly a celebration of Battle Spirits as a whole, that it's going to have 15 years together, right? That hopefully, again, it's going to be different formats, but 15 years globally of celebrating all things Battle Spirits. So enough talking, like let's get into the most exciting part of this, right? The actual news. So again, starting in January, you can get a demo deck as early as January, just a few weeks away. We're almost there. As long as your store signs up, gets those orders in, and they will be able to have these demo decks as well as some advertisements that they can hang up and get people interested in the game. But the thing that really caught my eye is the promo pack version 1 times 100. That's a lot. Like, I get that we don't have a Gen Con, we don't have an Anime Expo, like we don't have a big convention early on, at least that I know of. If someone else knows of one, please let me know and correct me. But that is a ton of promo packs. And I just have to imagine, right, there's 16 demo decks, so obviously it's like the store keeps 2, so they can host an event. You give everyone a promo pack and then go about their day. But I'm kind of hoping, right, so the one lesson I hope that Bandai learned from the One Piece ones that they did is it'd be really, really cool. I'm going to cross my fingers, and this is going to go on my like max hopium wish list here. I really hope these promo packs are alternate arts of the demo deck cards, right? Because then there is actually some really good cards in the demo decks, or well, with our limited knowledge, what we expect to be good in the demo decks for Red, and it'd be a really great way to like remember this celebration. So in January, you're gonna get a ton of promo packs and the demo decks, but that's not it. That's just January, right? Let's get in the ball rolling. February, experience the world of Battle Spirits Saga. And again, more of these holo posters, which will be really cool. Even more demo decks, even more promo packs. Promo pack version 1, no less. Talk about that in a minute. But what I really love is this world guidebook. I'm assuming that this is going to be either a small art book or some type of lore book. And as far as I know, this hasn't been done before in Battle Spirits. There has not been a culmination of lore and knowledge and world building that they've done and released. So this is the other part that like really struck me is wow, they really want to promote this game and do it big. And that's those books, they could be worth some money. Like if they're actually nice quality and have good information in them, I would not be surprised if these are worth some money. So, maybe you just want to get a little bit of a reward for yourself for getting this game into your LGS and helping promote and doing the demo days and stuff like that, what have you. But I'm personally going to keep it. I am super excited for this because I love learning about like the different, the colors, the different artworks that they have, like the angels versus the dragons versus the undead samurais that they have versus like the insects from the nature side. Like there's so much different and unique artwork. I'm really hoping this guidebook is not going to be like just a four-page pamphlet. So maybe I'm hyping this up too much. I don't know, right? But I really like the idea of this could be something similar to what Flesh and Blood did with their lore book. I don't expect it to be hardcore 150 pages of knowledge that's, hard bind, like this massive coffee table book that you have. I don't think they're going to go that extreme with it. But I could very much see like a small art book pamphlet like you get in the pre-orders for like your games and stuff. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. And then in March, we get a tournament support kit. So this is interesting. As of today, as of the recording of this video, there are no events listed for March in Bandai TCG Plus app. So this could be pre-release events that's not mentioned anywhere else yet, and I'm pretty excited. And you'll also notice that there is promo pack version 2 and another 100 that you get. So again, maybe this is just alternate arts. Maybe it's just like crappy cards no one cares about. We have to wait and see, but I'm really, really crossing my fingers it's going to be alternate arts of the demo decks. And then the table number stickers. I realize this is probably not a big deal to you, the player, the majority of players who know about this, but like this is actually a really cool thing. As someone who's been a TO in a previous life and as someone who travels around and does demo days for various stores, this is really cool. And this is probably going to be like the most overlooked thing in this entire video, both of this video and like in this tournament support thing. But this is just a really nice touch from Bandai and how they're supporting their stores. Because again, one thing, it just helps you run your events in the store, right? Like you might not have the table numbers, etched into your table, or you might not have the MTG flip up, like the triangle holders. I forget what the proper name of them is, right? This is just a nice way to make sure that store owners can help organize stuff in their shop, make sure it's clearly identified for players to find their seats. And it's honestly just a really nice gesture from Bandai. And again, it's cheap, so I don't read into it too much, but the fact that they care about their game on this level, like, hey, we want to help stores and give them more tools to promote this game is really, really awesome to see. And then again, more demo decks and a poster. And then the final note, April, sales support. So again, I think that there is going to be a pre-release event. Maybe I'm reading in this too much. I don't know, but I really do think we're going to see something special in March. So if they announce it, they probably will announce it next Friday because then that gives like 4 days left of the pre-order window. And stores wouldn't want to miss out on this. So I think March is going to actually be the biggest month for the game. And then in April, obviously, we already have seen it through GTS's website and elsewhere. We do have a confirmation of the release date. Subject to change, delays happen, etc., etc. I'm not going to harp on that anymore, but if it gets pushed back a week, I would not be surprised at all. But we do know that the launch event is April 28th. But again, I assume if we get the main set delayed by a week, they'll probably push out the launch event by a week. We'll have to wait and see. But then what's super interesting is there is going to be 64 all foil decks, sleeves, and core bundle available. That's just a ton. That is a lot of printing that they're doing. And like the sleeves, I doubt this is final. Like, look at that and take it with a grain of salt sort of thing. It does look like I hope the background changes, but I'm not going to get into that too much. But I would love seeing special sleeves. Obviously, they're doing this currently with One Piece with the Dawn sleeves that they're doing, but we'll probably see like 50 card sleeve packs included in these because we don't have there's no second zone, right? Or it could be for I guess we don't have the competitive rules yet, so it could be for a different zone they add later. Now there isn't anything like that in Battle Spirits currently, but again, this is Battle Spirits Saga. It is a new game. I wouldn't be surprised if they do add some never before seen stuff to Battle Spirits Saga. So I'm assuming 50. Obviously, there's nothing in there that says how many to count, but I would assume 50, which is again that's over 300 sleeves. that are going to be out for players. That's insane. That's a lot of like, hey, let's just really launch this game and do it well. So a lot of really exciting stuff to look forward to. And again, keep scrolling down. This link will be in the comments below, but there is a link here. But again, you have to be a store owner. So we as players cannot do this. You have to get to your store, have them register with their Bandai account ID, get their pre-orders in, talk to their distributors, and then they should be getting a kit every single month. So are you starting to get excited? Because I sure am for Battle Spirits Saga. And honestly, after playing a little bit of the demo games last night, even though it is just 2, and I'm assuming it's going to be the same decks that we see, and that kind of is what I'm guessing from, them just using the same card we've already seen. I'm guessing it's just going to be everyone has to play the red deck mirror, which was kind of interesting. It was like one game I killed Blaze on turn 3. The other game we went to like turn 20 and he finally killed me because like we just had very awkward draws. So it's really hard to say where that power level is going to come in at, but from purely a standpoint of you learn about spirits, you learn about the Nexus cards, you learn about flash timing, you learn about magic and burst. Like it does a good job at that, but and kind of like how the resource system works, right? So it's good at that, but I'm curious to see like where that power level kind of comes in line with, right? So current Battle Spirits in Japan, again, after 15 years, so that's a lot of card pool to work with, is usually like turn 2, turn 3, unless you're playing a control deck, and then it can drag out to like 6, 7, or 8. But there's some interesting dynamics that happen over there. So I'm really excited. So please, again, talk to your LGS. There's a ton of support coming out. There's a lot of reasons to get excited, but you only have 13 more days from the time of recording to get out there, talk to your stores, and make sure they apply. So with that, happy Friday, my friends. Again, happy Battle Spirits Saga News Day. And hey, every Friday we're going to have a new video, I guess, between now and launch, because this is the 3rd Friday in a row, I think, that there's been a news update. And they're just going to keep doing it, I guess. I would like to see a increased in frequency and maybe get some more spoilers from the starter deck starting to roll in maybe January, but we'll have to wait and see for that. So until then, make sure to stay hydrated. Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.